And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go and getting to start. Yu Darvish, what do you look for here?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Okay, all set to go, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And the pitch. Liner, base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Darvish checks on the runner. Acuna back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
The 1-0. Acuna runs. Pitch misses in. Throw safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And a foul ball left side. One out and a runner at second, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Stays alive. Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here's Matt Olson. Just missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Righty delivers. And a good eye there.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back here in Atlanta. And on the mound now, Spencer Strider. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
We know he's one of the best in the game, doesn't make many mistakes, and if he's in a pinch, he'll make up a pitch and throw something that you've never seen before.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran second baseman, Xander Bogaerts. And here it comes. Bogaerts, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in Aruba. Fouled off. He was late. This to third. Throw on to Olsen. Bogaerts retired. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. Yeah. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And the righty deals. Not even close there. Going to count 1 and 2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Throws to first in time, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Ball. And the 1-0. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that gives Manny Machado a chance to hit with 2 outs.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Cronenworth dives back in. Now Machado up here. Out there to center. Harris has a beat on it. And that's the inning. Padres leave 1, scoreless after 1. Top of the second, stepping in the long ball threat, Marcell Ozuna.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Darvish back to work. Right through there for a strike. Darvish, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about it. That's a good thing.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. And that one pulled foul. And a curve misses outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw, and so they end up with some speed on at first. So here's Murphy now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. First offering, runner goes. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Good eye in that spot. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. That's to third. Handled by Machado. Throws to first in time.
Batting it, the lefty, number 24, Jerry.
Here's Jerry Kelnick. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And there's a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. One hit, one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the second. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, man. Not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
And that one almost hit him. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. And down on strikes he goes, and one out now. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And the first offering is not close. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1 strike.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one ripped, but foul. And that's outside. And now it's 3-2. He goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profile. There's the strike. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. And it drops in. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Matthew Batten, the next up for the Padres. That one drilled left field, and he can't make the play. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. 1-0.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical. But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. It doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff. You have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Next to hit, Jackson Merrill.
That's the ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
1-1.
One run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the third out. Inning over. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Padres 1 and the Braves 0. On to the third inning. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia.
And the right-hander back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one popped up. Bogarts under this one. And a quick out, number 1.
The right fielder, number 13. Ronald Acuna.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And the batter now, Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Acuna in 2023 with about as impressive a power-speed combination season as we have ever seen. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Pitch out, but no action. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw. Save. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Braves always liked Acuna, but consider for a second he was signed for $100,000 in 2014 out of Venezuela. So they liked him, but he wasn't some monster prospect. He ended up growing into one of the top young prospects in all of baseball.
The batter, the third baseman, Austin.
Here's Austin Riley. He reached out a walk his first time. Acuna on third with 2 out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Into the outfield, base hit. In comes the run from third. It's 1-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
2 outs, runner on first. Here is Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1. To the right side, and it's through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1 so far. First offering, and it just misses. Kicks and fires. Fought off foul. Tied up here in the early going. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. He powers that one out of here. And now they're out in front. It's 4-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. He knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits.
No, that's down. Ball.
Pitch misses outside. 2-1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's outside. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tosses to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Atlanta gets 3 on the homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
And a pitch. That to right. Fair ball. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Tatis waits. On the ground, 2 ball. Arcia. There's 1. On to first, double play.
Up next to the power, the first baseman, Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ripped to third. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out. On to the fourth. Now in for the Braves, Sean Murphy. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Jared Kellner. On the ground. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
All over that one right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Orlando Arcia will hit next. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Coming home. 1 run is in. The relay. Not in time. He's safe. And the lead is up to 5.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That does it for you, Darvish, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Pedro Avila takes over on the mound.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Just missed. Arcia stands at second with no outs. Clips the corner, and the count 1-1.
2023 was a special season for Ronald Acuna Jr., the unanimous MVP in the National League. After putting together the first ever 40-70 season in baseball history, safe to say he's going to be a special player for a long time.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Albies in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And another ball. 2 runs across in the inning, top half of inning number 4. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 8-1.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
1 out, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Austin Riley. And they're at the knees. Strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 out, base is empty. Avila goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a 2-seamer, a curve, and he works in a slider.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Hard on the ground to first, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Matt Olson up to hit. 1 for 2. That one's in there. And that is strike 1. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
2 outs. Called strike right there. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So it's 4 runs for him, 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Braves 8 and the Padres 1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's Manny Machado.
The third baseman, Manny
And a pitch.
Machado.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Kicks and deals. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had it fooled.
Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's way outside. And that's ball 1.
A couple sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the 2-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
On the corner for a strike. And a count 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
Now catcher, Luis.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Luis Campusano. Just off the outside edge, ball one. At the belt and fires.
Ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kim at first, one gone. Strider throws over, and he dives back in safely. Outside low, and it's 3-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle. And you get right where you want it.
And there's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Profar climbs in on that left side. In there for strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone. And it's fouled away. And a pitch. And a base hit into right center field. Around third. The throw in. Head first slide, and he's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the full side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
So one out with two aboard. Now the DH for the Padres, Matthew Batten. And first offering is fouled off. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball in for a strike. 0-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to Albies. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. But they push across one run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Braves 8 and the Padres 2. Back here in Atlanta, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Marcell Ozuna. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. In there at the knees. Action in the pen down there. Adrian Morejon, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Right-handed reliever. That one fouled off. Not even close there. Now 1-2. And there's the ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
The 2-2. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Way back there. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 9-2.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. The pitch. On the corner for a strike, and the count is 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Sean Murphy. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That clips the corner.
No balls. One strike.
And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Next pitch inside. And the count's even at 2.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit. So
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jared Kelman next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. Missed inside with the curve. That one close, ruled the ball. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Up the middle, Bogarts in plenty of time to first. Out number 3. Braves get 1 on the big fly. And it's now a 9-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. You know, these Padres just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Now that
so the lineup flips over, and here comes Sander Bogarts. First pitch just misses. Bogarts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter.
That's a ball.
And another ball The wind of the pitch.
No,
Just
that's
missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And a
So
4-pitch
that's ball
walk.
4. Runner take your base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Tatis into box again, takes a strike.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And a good eye there. And he deals. Foul ball there.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
The pitch.
Did he go?
Tatis started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball, could be 2. Riley to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. Braves 9 and the Padres 2. All set for the top of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Avila back to work. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. 1 up, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
So the batting order turns over. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Ozzie Albies. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Outside low. And that's ball 2.
2-1.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And he grabs it in foul ground. Here's a 2-2. That's down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs, base is empty. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Riley stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Ground ball right side. They take the force out, and that is the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Braves 9 and the Padres 2. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So When you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The wind of the pitch.
Ball.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that one is in the dirt. 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Full count.
That one lifted to left. Kelnick settles under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now the third baseman.
Here's Manny Machado. When you talk about a neat defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Fastball for a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite? Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He nails one out to right. It's 9-3.
This pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Base is empty, one away. Stepping in for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. That one's upstairs, ball one. Ball one. The wind to kick the pitch. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Settles under this one. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
The batter, the catcher, Luis.
And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. And that one in the air center field. Harris sizes this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now a 9-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Morejon.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 1 for 3. And here it comes. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Morejon goes 5 feet 11 inches, 225 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Just off the outside edge, and now it's even 1-1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Tom Cosgrove up and throwing. Estrada, the right-hander, loosening up as well. There's a strike. That's off the mark. Now 2-2.
2-2.
The wind and the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And now the lefty cut on and missed, struck him out. And there's one down.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. Two strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That pitch gets the corner, and that's strike 1. The Braves up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike on the outside, and it's 0-2.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Harris digs in now. Fastball for a strike. Two outs. And that's in for a strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Harris stands at second with 2 gone. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. That's out number 3. Braves strand 1, but they lead it 9-3. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
The left fielder, Jurickson Profar.
And the right-hander back to work. Very high with that one. 1-0.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Here comes a pitch. Swing at a ball popped up. Albies under it. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter,
Matthew Batten, the next up for the Padres. And a foul ball. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
the center fielder, number 3.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. To the right side. And that one finds its way through. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Chop to the left side. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. And the righty deals.
That's
Just missed.
Outside.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Olsen makes the play, and that is that. One left for San Diego. Still way back. It's 9-3. We're at the top of the eighth. Now in for the Braves, Jared Kellner.
Number 24, Jared Kellner.
And a pitch. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one. And that's in for a strike. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Slider got him for strike three.
The batter, number 5.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves.
Arcia.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. Foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And that's a fair ball.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. The pitch. And that's a little high. Arcia, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Ground ball right side, could be two. To second, there's one. Over to first, safe.
Now back, second baseman,
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. He's already homered in this game. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And they'll do it again. Two outs. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Step off, throw to first.
Oh,
Acuna gets back easily. And the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. That's a laser base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. It's so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And here is Austin Riley. Check swing, no appeal.
Wow.
And that is ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tom Cosgrove, the left-hander, up and throwing. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one just misses.
It's a good take.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Campusano down to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. Braves 9 and the Padres 3. Back at Truist Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. And a pitch. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it in there safely. Man at first, and now Jake Cronenworth. A little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Nobody out, runner at first. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Here comes Tatis around third. He'll score. It's now 9-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Strider won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the Braves, Joe Jimenez.
Number 77.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So man aboard. Here's Manny Machado now. He's already homered here in this one. Hard ground ball base now. Here comes Cronenworth around third. The throw in, it's off the mark, but he scores.
Well done, drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Roll to short, could be 2. Arcia tossed to second on to Olsen. That's 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
Campusano now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson appears to be getting loose. Matzik, the lefty, warming up as well. The Braves leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. Inning over. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 9th inning coming up. Braves 9, Padres 5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tom Cosgrove. Matt Olson up to the plate.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
The pitch. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Kicks and deals. And
2-1.
another ball. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2-2.
Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Marcelo Zuna next up for the Braves. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 10-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Michael Harris getting ready to hit. Fought off foul. And strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada, the young right-hander, up and throwing. The pitch. To third. Throw over to Cronenworth.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Sean Murphy. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And that one clips the corner. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2. And another ball. Next one just misses. And it's 3-2.
Count full.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Popped in the air, left side. Machado has this one sized up. Brings it in. And that'll do it. One more for Atlanta on the homer. And they've doubled things up now at 10-5. Bottom 9, stepping in for San Diego, Jurickson Profar.
Jurickson Profar.
The right-hander back to work. Profar gets a piece there. Righty to the plate. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And that's outside. And it's even up.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground. Albies on to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Now the designated hitter, Matthew Batten.
He's 2 outs away. So here's the Padres DH, Matthew Batten. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and fires. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The Braves leading by 5. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Stays alive. Righty delivers. That one missed. And the right-hander deals. foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. And they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Last chance for the Padres. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. First pitch, and he just misses. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Jimenez is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
And your final 10-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Atlanta Braves, 10 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. For the Padres, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves and everyone at Truist Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.